back. I've been busy. Just got the Return to Sender advancement, achievement, whatever. And got killed a few times by some hoglins in this extremely dense forest over here. Last thing to do before returning home would be to mine some of these bones up. Get some soul sand as well. Still no sign of another fort or anything terribly interesting. Oh yeah, that's right, the new fog effects. These are really cool. I love how this looks. Really kind of makes you think that the Nether is a creepy and off-putting place to be. And I suppose, yeah, it really kind of is, or at least it's meant to be. But, I don't know, I've grown so accustomed to how the Nether is, having traveled through tunnel after tunnel. Oh my god. Oh, it's a fucking skeleton, of course it is. And there we go. Whew. Anyway, and so I'm just so used to them being annoying and boring, and the Nether lost its creepy factor years and years ago. I don't think the Nether was creepy beyond beta 1.6, beta 1.7, somewhere in there. And that was so many years ago now. I can't even begin to recount how long. So it's just one of those things where I don't really care all that much. But this update has actually kind of changed that. It's made it 10 times harder to even be in the Nether, and it's made things more dynamic. And the game as a whole has been drastically missing that dynamic capacity. And I kind of hope they do the same thing to the end, like what they did to the Nether. And I know that the end got an overhaul in 1.9 and all that, but how many years ago was that now? Like 4? Like, that's not really enough. It's okay. Not great, but it's okay. It's not the sort of thing that's going to make me go, oh crap, I need to go to the end. I've been there, I've done that. You know. It is what it is. But this is interesting. I kind of hope they add some more stuff to the buildings. Make them... Oh, crying obsidian, that's useless. But I kind of hope they give more functionality to the piglins beyond just this. Beside them being an omnipresent threat. Oh, soul sand. I think I'll save some of these, because I've got to cure zombie villagers. And I'll need 16 ingots for that. Oh god, that could have been terrible. I had to... When I was being killed by those hoglins, I had to quickly rush back here and try my best not to get thwacked. And yeah, that's a steeper fall than you think it is. They always are. So let's cook up this food. Finally get to something. Oh, and... which means I can get berries. And I can remove that stupid, awful, no good, rotten berry bush. Kept stinging the hell out of me. Let's put it over there where it can't sting me anymore. Oh man, such a good haul. Going to the Nether was definitely a wise idea, even if it was risky. I was originally going to try and do this hardcore. Obviously that would have failed. But as it turns out, when I uploaded the save to the realms, they won't let you upload a hardcore save. So, yeah. Plus I figured if people are interested as I get more advanced, you know, more people will want to join. But, like, it's difficult going into the Nether and, like, doing this when you're... Oh, I forgot you can do this. It's difficult living on this place, you know? And so if you're dying and it's hardcore and you just get put into spectator or whatever, and you don't get to play, yeah, that's not fair. You know, that's not cool. So I can understand them not adding hardcore stuff. But it would be interesting. It would be very interesting to do a hardcore Skyblock. I've been doing a hardcore single-player world, and I've gotten quite far in that, though that is just an ordinary survival world. Don't really have the desire to build anything magnificent in that world, just because I find the thrill of always being at risk for dying to be more interesting than, well, anything else. Hardcore is a fun challenge and all, but like, there's just not a whole lot other than the risk of dying. There's just not a whole lot to it. Indeed. Yeah. So now we can scoop and place, and I'm also going to get rid of this because there's no point to it. Oops. Wish I had a mod that would allow me to add blocks in and out of a chest one at a time using the mouse wheel. That was, I think that was Inventory Tweaks. I don't know if that mod is even still around. That was a nice mod. So many quality of life additions that mods like that give that I really wish the vanilla game would just adopt. But unfortunately, Mojang have their joys, their sadness, their choices, their whatever. Oh well, we can't do nothing about that. Okay, smelt that up. Oh yeah, I want to make another pickaxe when I get more stone. And then I'll make a backup pick. Oh yeah, and actually no, I showed all that. Yeah, that's kind of it for now. There's really just a lot of muss and fuss to go through before we'll be sitting pretty. Oh yes, and I gathered up a bunch of netherrack to use as scaffolding. I need it. Oh, and unfortunately, the number of days I've stayed awake is rapidly approaching phantom spawning. So within the next 2 or so nights... the sun's setting. Yeah, within the next 2 or so nights, that's going to be a problem. Phantoms are relentless. I actually found out you cannot outrun them. I've tried. Oh wow, 2 apple drops. Hell yes, that's all the apples I need for villagers. Villagers is kind of the big rush. After I get some decent stuff with villagers, I'm probably going to try and go into the end and probably get an elytra. I feel like an elytra would be a must-have. It's definitely a must-have on a world like this. Oh, and they added a bunch of new uses for the hoe. Of all the tools, they gave hoes more purpose. Oh yes. Well, unfortunately, I don't have an even number of pork, or 8 divisible by 8 number of pork chops. But oh well. I'm wondering if I should keep this bow on me. Splash potion, that there. And I'll make replacement tools. I guess if it gets night and I start getting hounded by phantoms, I could just go into the nether and go mining or something. Pass the night away. Something like that. Oh yes, that effect where I placed the lava, but it didn't seem to appear to actually be there for a split second. I found that the ghost blocks, the annoying ghost block phenomenon, is back. So that's a big annoyance. But hey, what can you do? It is what it is. Ghost blocks used to plague this game like you wouldn't believe. I'm genuinely surprised they were able to actually fix it. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they've kept it fixed. I don't know what they added or changed in 1.16, but it's not... It ain't quite the same. One is a replacement. One is a backup. It'd be so nice when I can finally get away from stone tools. Unfortunately, I have no idea how long that will be. How far away that is. Okay. So actually what I'm going to do, and I hate doing this because it's risky as all hell. I've already cloned these, so I don't need any right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop over the edge. And I'm going to encase the bottom of this. Yeah. Just like that. And I'm going to get... There we go. And I'm going to get some torches and light it all up so that I can restructure the island how I wish. Maybe don't have that just hanging out. That bucket is, this bucket is so valuable. Well, the lava, I don't know. If I obsidianize the lava here, I've got access to more. It's the loss of that bucket will be more devastating than anything else. It's possible to get iron from piglin bartering, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. It used to be that in Skyblock, if you lost your bucket, it was the end of the world. You just genuinely had no way of compensating for the value of that item. However, now, not so bad. We can get iron from piglins. So we'll just have to make do with this ugly netherrack disgrace for the time being, until I can get something nicer. Oh yeah. I suppose I'll probably be using nether brick too, since netherrack is everywhere, and that's a pretty decent looking material. I don't know. We'll see how well nether brick and black stone. Maybe I should use diorite and black stone, since you can make diorite from quartz and cobble. And that now comes in chiseled, or not chiseled, in stone and slab variants. I like my building blocks to have stone and slab variants. It allows me tons and tons of freedom with the design. Oh god, water is strong. finally we can make the first torches. Alright, things are coming along nicely. Lovely. No sense in keeping that water there now that everything is in mostly wood. Now, grass is still finite. There's no way to get it other than to have it initially, world gen. So I can't risk breaking the topmost layers. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm gonna want dirt for farms and stuff. Oh, okay, I can't, No, yeah, I can move this, because, yeah, lava's not there. See it again. Oh. I think I can remove this bottommost layer. So I guess this will be my end portal room, and possibly even my nether portal room, depending on... Yeah, I guess just portals in general. Since most people don't tend to make a fort around a stronghold, they tend to just treat strongholds as, garbage dumps, pretty much. Come to think of it, I haven't seen a competent looking... Oh shit, oh shit. Well, rip that dirt. And that dirt. But yeah, I haven't seen an interesting stronghold base of any kind in a long time. Not since the stupid things were added to the game. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Lost, what, 3 pieces of dirt? That's not too terrible. Nah, I don't want that there. Feels good to finally have some decent food and just chill for a few moments. Ow. Let's encircle this just a little larger. I would hate for this to be the death of me or something. It just not being out far enough, even though I went to all this trouble of putting it under here. They made water way stronger in 1.13. Or maybe I'm just too used to Depth Strider and God Armor in general. It's really quite something having all the gear and junk in the game and then going to a place where you've got nothing. It's quite humbling, actually. I'm gonna make a oh yeah, I don't have a hoe. I want to test out the new hoe mechanics. Oh man, these things drop so fast. Actually, I'm probably going to have to make another pivot soon, too, so I may as well. So it's 3, that's what, 5? Yeah. Get that, and this. let's grow some trees. Test this out. Not bad. You can put efficiency on a hoe now. So I figure that's probably going to make it really easy to clear giant swaths of leaves. Oh dear. Oh, flowers. Oh yes, that's right, bees. I can do bee farming. Oh, wheat seeds as well. That's new. Okay, so if you grow a tree, and it can be a birch or an oak, if you grow a tree near a flower, and you've got like a 5% chance, I think, of it growing a beehive. And wow. Well, I'll be. B. 2B or not 2T? That wasn't a question. Now, I'm pretty sure if I just break everything around it, the hive will stay as is. And that's free honey. Though I do need... I need a campfire to get it out. Or something to that effect. I'll have to look into bees a little closer. I haven't bothered. Just because, you know, 2B2T was never on the bee update. Oh yes, this is nice. Being able to just mill down leaves. They should have added this years ago. It seriously took them so long. And then you can also add Fortune and Silk Touch to a hoe, and it'll, you know, increase the odds of you getting saplings. Or just drop the leaves as is, much like with shears. I do like that you have an alternative. You don't have to bother enchanting it to get leaves. You can just use shears. That's still in the game. So here's hoping they don't screw with shears again. I'll never forgive them for removing the Silk Touch shear. That was actually a really nice addition. It made shears worthwhile to a degree, because you could then get something unique. And for those of you who either weren't playing the game at that time or don't know, if you used Silk Touch on a pair of shears, you could get cobwebs. That's right. You could obtain cobwebs that way. And as far as I know, that was the only way to obtain cobwebs for the longest time, and then they just sort of added the functionality to obtain cobwebs normally. But oh well. Actually, let's put that there. Come to think of it, with all this good luck and great fortune and stuff, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. It's a low boil, or slow boil, slow start. But I want to go back into the Nether and find a fortress. A bastion would work, but those are a little tougher to get stuff out of. Fortresses can be much easier. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Stick around, or don't.